What's up, guys? Today I'm excited to bring to you a tour of a new catamaran to the market that I feel is definitely going to give all of the other catamarans of the mid 40-foot size range a run for their money, because this boat is truly incredible. So without further ado, let's get to the tour. Alright guys, I am currently in the cockpit on the Vision 444 and it is awesome in here. I'm going to be doing this tour with Morgan on my chest, so we're going to see how that's going to go. This should be fun. Look at that life raft position right there. We're going to go ahead and step aboard. We're going to come back to this cockpit. We're going to go forward first, but this is a very large cockpit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and go forward. First thing I really notice is how wide these side decks are right here. I mean, that's a very large, safe side deck. There's no running rigging. Shrouds right here, very easy to walk around. Looking to starboard, they've got a lot of solar on this coach roof. I mean, definitely utilized all of that space, so that's awesome. Let's go forward. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's definitely a windy day today. Looking to starboard. Again, just nice flat decks. Nothing to trip over. Flush hatches. This non-skid, it's kind of soft and grippy. It's very nice on your feet. Self-tacking jib. Dolphin seat up forward. Looks like we've got a bowsprit as well for a secondary head sail. Turning aft. Very, very pretty boat. So there we go. There's all of the running rigging right there. It goes on top of the coach roof, so out of the way of walking and all that. So this forward hatch right here, that goes down into a head, it looks like. We're gonna look at that when we're down below. Let's take a look at the storage we have here. Got our propane locker. Foot controls for the windlass. Windlass, chain locker. Looks like we have tankage down there. Storage for some sails, some lighter stuff up here. And lastly, let's take a look at what we got in this last locker. Wow, we've got a large Fisher Panda generator and a huge, huge stowage area. Very nice. So standing at the starboard side dolphin seat, we're going to look aft. We've got a sail right there. Looking aft. Pretty boat. Very windy day, but pretty boat. Walking aft. Again, these side decks are just really, really safe and wide. Even though it has these huge, wide side decks right here, I'd like to see some kind of handrail right here. I'd like to see something to hold on to right there. Walking aft. Looking forward, we've got the helm station. Helm station nice and protected. It's got a hard top above it. This is a nice, comfortable helm station to spend a watch at. You go ahead and sit under the protection. Very nice. You can definitely see spending hours and hours here. What do you think, Morgan? Wanna do some sailing right here? I don't know. I don't think she's having it right now. She's like, why is it so windy? Why is it so sunny? Alright guys, going into the cockpit again, we've just got so much solar right here. Going down into this beautiful protected cockpit. This is a nice place to spend a passage. Very, very safe. Beautiful. So we've got an L-shaped settee right here with what looks like a teak table. Looks like we've got some storage down here. More storage down below this settee, this big settee. All right, so we've got storage there, storage there. Let's look here as well. Again, how many times can I say storage before it gets old? Very nice. And then down here as well. Look at that. You got access panels all throughout. Access panel, access panel. Just seems like everything opens up. All right, I'm on the port side, sugar scoop area, and there's also a step storage compartment. Looks like on each side. Really nice. The engine access is going to be from down below. Now I'm on the starboard side, sugar scoop, and I'm opening up this. So there we go. So that's going to be your steering access. You got technical compartments under each sugar scoop that you can access. But again, engine access is going to be from below the berths, inside the cabins. All right. And there's that other compartment over there as well. We've got a full enclosure for this cockpit. I mean, the back one is down. That's helping keep a lot of that wind from coming in today. These come down as well. These come down as well. So, I mean, you are just very protected in this beautiful cockpit. Let's go inside. Walking into the main saloon. Looking to the right, I see something that I really like, which is a forward-facing nav station. And this is the first time I've seen a forward-facing nav station in the aft section of the saloon. But it looks like when you're sitting here, you do have really good vision forward while you're at that forward-facing nav station. So this is a beautiful design. I absolutely love this nav station. And it's kind of isolated in its own little corner. This could be your little office area, your desk area, your really protected area to spend a passage when it's storming out and still have view forward of where you're going. You can control the whole boat from right here. Got a TV up above. It looks like there's a sound system as well on this boat. Turning to port, we've got our main settee. It's just beautiful, looks extremely comfortable. And then our galley, which takes up basically half of this entire saloon area, which is a pretty good ratio in my opinion. So we've got all kinds of equipment in this galley. Got fridges, freezers, all top-notch stainless steel, everything. We've got some counter space right there, prep area, looking aft. That looks to be like a really fancy toaster oven. We've got an oven down below, a stove, a range. That looks like an induction cooktop. So it looks like this boat is outfitted for gas and electric cooking, which is really cool. Got our 2 sinks and stowage down below that. Morgan approves. Looks like we have an ice maker down there. I mean, this is just a beautiful place to live and spend a passage. Very well thought out. I love it. I love this layout. I really do. And I love the styling as well. Very clean, very modern. Let's go ahead and take a look at the port side hull. This is going to be the guest hall. We're gonna go forward. We've got a bridge deck berth, got places to plug in, got storage down here. This is a beautiful and comfortable guest room. I mean, this is awesome. We've got some cabinets, lots of storage in here. More storage up there. Going forward, looks like we have a forward head with a separate shower. Again, very clean. Everything designed to get wet. Lots of ventilation. All the hatches are open. The air conditioning's not even on, and it's not even hot down here. Storage down below there. Electric head. Very nice. Turning aft. Tell you what, if I was a guest on this boat and I was staying in this cabin, I would definitely be happy. Going aft. Looks like we have a door right here. Let's see what's in here. That looks to be a pantry. Very, very nice. Very large pantry. Lots of dry storage. Going aft. Very nice double berth in the aft portion of this cabin. Turning forward, we've got cabinets in the side walls here. Nice wood look. More storage down there as well. It's got that new boat smell. It's awesome. And then we have what looks like another head. So we've got a nice little wet head up here. And again, if this was my guest cabin, I would not be unhappy. Going aft. Got some more cabinets right here. Going over the bridge deck through the saloon. Bypassing that beautiful nav station. Going down into the owner's hall. Looking aft. Owners get a nice aft double bunk. Little place to sit right there. Lots of storage. Huge open area. It closes off, as you guys can see. Closes off just like that. Looks like we've got some equipment down there. Looking aft. We've got something hiding back here. Can't let anything hide from us. Wow. That is an awesome technical compartment. Good access to a bunch of equipment that you need to access. You've got your seacock access right there. Everything is just very well organized. Looks awesome. All right. Again, we've got more cabinet space. More cabinet space than you could ever need. We've got the main head right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Huge washer dryer. Storage everywhere. Massive head. Separate shower. Absolutely beautiful. And then forward of all that, I'm thinking we've got, I'm in love. We have a massive walk-in bow locker. I'm in love, guys. This is an amazing boat. Turn it aft. There's one last thing I need to show you guys, and that's the engine access. And I can do this with one hand with a baby on my chest. Engine access on gas struts, whole bed goes up. Very good access. I like that a lot. And that is a shiny new diesel right there. So it's like this on both sides. There you have it. No need to disassemble your whole bed just to get to your engine. Alright guys, Morgan and I are standing in the port side forward bow. We're actually in the shower, and we're going to go ahead and do the full continuous below decks walkthrough right now. Morgan was over the boat tour at this point, so instead you get a voiceover. She was crying for about half of this final walkthrough, but we're starting here in the port side head, looking aft. We've got the port side forward cabin. Again, just very spacious, very large cabin. And you can see it's a bridge deck berth, so you lose that storage space on this side, but on the other side there is no bridge deck berth, so you get a ton of storage space. Moving aft. Then you've got your aft berth back here. Turning forward. Lots of storage everywhere. I know I've said that word way too many times, but it's true. Got the wet head for this aft berth. Each cabin has its own head, which is very nice. Going forward, turning to starboard, going into the main saloon and over the bridge deck here. Very large galley. Probably one of the biggest galleys I've seen in a boat this size. Going more to starboard, I love that nav station, and again, just turning around, admiring the main saloon area, the main living area. Very comfortable, spacious area, well laid out, and going down into the owner's cabin. The owner's cabin is this entire hall. Very large. Got your berth in the aft portion of the hull. Looking forward. Got that door that closes off this entire hull. Lots of clothes storage. Huge forward head. Washer dryer. Separate shower. Just incredible. Then the best part, this forward locker. It's accessible from down below as well as up on deck. And that's it, guys. So you guys might feel different, but I felt that that boat was truly incredible, especially for a new boat on the market. Design-wise, I did feel like it had pretty much everything and more that you could ask for in a mid 40-foot size range cruising catamaran. The things I really liked for a cruiser, and I think you guys can tell, is just the massive amounts of storage on the outside and the inside of the boat. It's just really everywhere. There's lots of foredeck hatches and lockers. There's also tons of lockers in the cockpit, which again is huge. The cockpit and the helm station are also very protected. They both have their own hard tops, and you could also add a full enclosure to completely protect it from the elements. Inside you had that massive galley up, which was awesome, as well as that really comfortable settee area and the forward-facing nav station set back in kind of in its own little area, which I had never seen before, but I thought that that was really neat. You guys probably already know that Randy and I love forward-facing nav stations on the interior of catamarans, and this was just a really cool way to do it. That owner's hall was just incredible. I mean, just massive, massive owner's hall, and it just felt like a very large space to live in, and it was, I mean, nothing short of stunning. I did like how you can close off that entire area. I liked how the engine access was extremely easy. I also liked how, you know, there were technical compartments that you can open up that had everything very easily accessible. It definitely seemed that when designing and building this boat, Vision really thought about, you know, the owners being able to actually access and fix things themselves, which is obviously very important for cruisers. And then the cherry on top of how awesome that owner's hull was that bow locker. That thing was massive, and it was basically an easily accessible garage for toys, tools, those types of things. I absolutely loved that. Going over to the port hull, which was basically the guest hull, you had two massive comfortable cabins that were both equally awesome. You also had two heads, the forward head being larger with a separate shower and the aft head being a wet head, but still pretty comfortable. Now personally, if this were my boat, I wouldn't have two heads in the port hull, but it's certainly a nice feature. I also wanted to quickly mention that this boat has a boom furler. For some reason, I didn't mention it when I was doing the walkthrough, but I wanted to quickly talk about it here because not a lot of catamarans have these, and it's nice to see on this vessel. Another thing I didn't point out, even though I directly used it to get on and off the boat, but this boat had basically boarding platforms that folded down from each side of the vessel, so that was really cool. I haven't seen that in a catamaran yet either. So what else can I say about this boat? I did just talk about things that I really liked about it. Now let's talk about some things that are slight negatives. The first slight negative, which is really easy to fix, so it's really not much of a negative, was just adding handrails to the coach roof so that on each side of the vessel, if you're going forward or coming aft, you'd have something to hold on to on the coach roof. The second thing is really, I'd like to know more about performance on this boat. Now, just looking from the numbers, it looks like this boat will perform very well. It's virtually the same size as the new Seawin 1370, but it's 2 tons lighter, so that's awesome to see. There's some basic information on the Vision Yachts website, which I'll link in the description below, but I'd certainly like to see the polars on this boat, as well as maybe take it sailing one day because I'd love to see firsthand how it performs. All in all, I think this is an incredible option for someone looking for a brand new cruising catamaran of this size. It's competitively priced, and all that information is going to be in the description below. I also wanted to thank Sail Away Catamarans for having me out there and letting me film the tour. Their information is going to be in the description below. Definitely reach out to them if you're interested in potentially purchasing this boat or just want some more information. And that's it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to know each and every time we drop a video. See you guys.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned